Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Anton Daniels.
Had surgery this morning. All is good with that. He's on his way home, but it was a really uncomfortable time because my ex-husband and I were in the same waiting room waiting, and we were fine. We just ignored each other. Not really ignoring each other, but just didn't talk, which is always weird. But what really struck me was after the surgery, we're waiting for him to recover, and that all the instructions were being given by the nurse. And I knew that my son was going to go home with his dad because he's still in the childhood home. So he's still in the house that the boys grew up in. And it was weird to not be included in that. Oh, this is such a vulnerable post. It just sucks.
It's such a fake post, too. I'm so vulnerable right now. Please pay attention to me and feel sorry for me.
Post-divorce, I wanted it, of course, but it sucks with the kids.
So, wait. Let me just play this last part over because I want to make sure that I heard what I thought I heard.
Childhood home. So he's still in the house that the boys grew up in. And it was weird to not be included in that. Oh, this is such a vulnerable post. It just sucks. Post-divorce, I wanted it, of course, but it sucks with the kids.
So, wait a minute. You broke up your family, especially when the kids are young, because when the kids are grown, it really don't even make a difference at that point. If your kids is 24, 25, 26 years old, even 20, 21, 22, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Y'all raised y'all kids is more important in order to keep the family together so that you can do that. But by the time you get to a certain age where your kids is 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 years old, then you really don't have nothing else out there. So you might as well make it work, stay together, and then find out how it is that you guys can appreciate what's great about each other instead of seeking something out there. Now, I took the liberty in this particular post, which I don't usually do, but I took the liberty in this post after you guys sent it to me, asked me to react to it, to go through to better understand exactly what's going on with her content so that I wouldn't just be reacting to this blindly. And what I found is this woman is sickening, miserable, absolutely horrible. Broke up her own family, complaining about the fact that she can't really be included now. And what did you expect? What did you think was going to happen after you wanted it? Because she's willing to admit it. A lot of times you don't see women that are willing to admit that they wanted a divorce from somebody that wasn't doing anything wrong. So it's not that the guy's changed. It's not that he's not working. It's not that he's not grinding. It's not that he's not a great father. Lately, I've heard the saying where women are saying, just because you're a great father does not necessarily mean that you're the right husband for me. And it's some variation of that. And let me say this again for the people in the back. Just because you're a phenomenal father, and then they record the guy playing with his kids, doesn't mean you're the right husband for me. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Right?
Like, life, before I dig into her, life is not that complicated.
It
It
isn't.
truly is not, bro. It is so simple. Us as human beings, we make it way more complicated than it has to be. And women, you guys are at the forefront of the congregation when it comes to this. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, it don't matter how great you are. You know, where I come from, being a great father is the thing that makes women fall in love with the guy, because it's very hard to be able to find a guy that loves you or love your kids just as much as, if not more than they love you. And that is the thing that's so attractive. You know, on the flip side, a guy seeing a woman that's a great girl and holding you down and is loyal, those are the type of women that get taken care of for the rest of their lives. Even if after the kids is grown, y'all wind up growing out of love, right? And so, you know, where is the love? You know what I'm saying? And so now you want, oh, and that's what makes it so significant. it's a moment, even though I asked for it. You didn't weigh all of the options before you decided to make a life decision. Before
I always say it. Women don't see, for in the future. They don't, plan ahead. They just see this, whatever's in front of them, and that's the only thing they're going to care about. And then once they make those decisions, life altering decisions because of the unhappiness right here, they become even more miserable.
you decided to go out there in the streets, and let's be clear, she in these streets. She on there posting on the internet. It's so horrible to see a woman above 40, above 50-year-old being desperate, talking about these are my requirements in order for me to be with a man. I want a man that's loving, and I'm on the apps and I'm looking. Bro, that is the most sickening thing ever. And it is absolutely sad to see a woman voluntarily breaking up her family, going out on dates, and then reporting back to Instagram and TikTok about what her experience is and why it is that they can't find a good man.
This is why, women that are divorced or single mothers or whatever it is, men just look at them with a big side eye, like, right? If you were widowed, that's always been a different case. Men have always given grace to widows and men, if their husbands passed away or whatever it is. But when you chose to leave and then now you're miserable, we just look at you and just
It's dumb. You're going to have to compete against much younger models than you. You look corny. You are sickening. And if the guy that is the father of your children can't hold you down and keep you from doing some of the most miserable things, and you can't even participate in your own children's life, in my personal opinion, I don't believe that you are qualified to be in a relationship. You need to
agreed.
sit with yourself. You need to figure out what it is that is wrong with you. Because listen, it's not that just, no desires. Everything is great. I just, I just grew into a different person and I'm looking to find me. The looking to find me hoes is insane, bro. The looking to find me women that looks to be hoes. Really, you just trying to be out here in the streets. You're going to be lonely. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be absolutely wishing that you did things differently. And so now y'all sitting in the emergency room. Your child is traumatized because they are supposed to be dealing with whatever health issue that they're supposed to be dealing with. And the best way for them to deal with that is in solidarity, knowing that you have both parents in the household that are still married holding them down. But instead, y'all in there ignoring each other because you decided that you wanted to get a divorce and that you wanted to be out here in these streets seeking love. How silly. How miserable. It is so dumb.
And they come out on the internet to post about it and garner sympathy, and it's just, I'm so vulnerable right now. Really? For you to even say that, it just makes it so that it's even more apparent that you're acting and looking for sympathy and garner attention.
One of the coolest things in my life is that I can come here, right? And I know y'all can't see all in my background, but it's pretty freaking awesome. And I can come here, and my daughter is usually here, right? You see the roses that's on the table and stuff like that. See the vacuum right there? That's because it's recently gotten used. I can come here and I grind, I hustle, I travel, I take care of business. I'm always out in the streets trying to kill everything so that I can bring it home to be cooked, and take over the world so that my daughter is awesome. I just recently gifted her something and we spent the entire Saturday together. And it is always beautiful to be able to come home to your daughter and she's in a great household and all of that stuff because I ain't got to deal with that same BS that y'all dealing with. And honestly, and I can't even say it's a blessing because it's something that I chose to do. It's something that I prioritize in my life. And unfortunately, for a lot of guys, they don't get that luxury because you can't make somebody do something that they don't want to do. And these
True.
women are miserable out here, breaking up their households, throwing away their legacy, and absolutely going out here and talking about it. And the worst part about it is now they get to talk about it on social media for us all to be able to criticize and see.
Yep.
And you make a fool out of yourself and you
Yep.
don't even realize how foolish you look on the internet telling the business of the family, and now the rest of everybody that even know you and don't know you get to look at the show and laugh at you and laugh at your family, and the kids are humiliated as a result of it, and you're absolutely miserable.
I mean, people judge. People judge videos on the internet. Like, this is what people do. This is why it's always, I think it's weird that people share so much of their personal stuff on the internet. I might share some stories here and there with story time, but I'm not giving you the most intimate details of my life or my family's life or my, the people I'm dating or whatever it is. It's just, I would like, I already get criticized enough. I don't want my family to constantly get criticized or to think that they're bad in some way like you are.
It's so silly. It's so dumb. But this is modern day women, older, younger.
Anton is so spot on this that so many women that are breaking up their families, what do? What's the first thing they do? They come on the internet to complain, talk about how miserable they are in their relationship, and then when they leave, they talk about how they get ran through, get used and abused, and how upset they are that they don't get to be a part of their family's life anymore. It is such a big trend that we don't feel sorry for them, right? This is why I like HL Talk That Thoughts channel, because he literally just covers the misery of women. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.